Okay, you're up, Pro.
Our topic is going to be about life can exist on other planets. A research guy named Justin Silverman observed he found other planets that are similar to Earth, so that there are similar to Earth. So there's some evidence of the. Okay. There are also some evidence of one of Saturn's moon could be able to sustain life. Scientists found organic compounds, carbon dioxide, and salt. Titan, another of Saturn's moons, similar to Earth, has an atmosphere with an Earth-like circle. There is evidence of natural gases on this moon. This is an important fact because such a discovery will prove that that other planets can sustain life. That is what I have. So. There's another planet that is the most likely to sustain life. Scientists have found that dust particles matter collecting deep into the Earth's atmosphere. The state that is in something made of carbon dioxide with air that have building blocks of building blocks of life. So like I am done with this.
Okay. Con.
This is the topic about life. Is there life on other planets? There is yet no evidence that life exists elsewhere. There are many factors that a planet has to have to support life. Earth is the best spot in the solar system for making scientific discoveries. Other planets serve as Earth's protectors, and a planet that harbors life can't be too cold or water will freeze, nor can it be not too hot or all the water will evaporate. Closer to sun, the Earth is too hot. Farther from the sun, the Earth is too cold. Although Earth's atmosphere is perfect to sustain life, other planet is privileged, and no other planet has all of these factors to support factors: temperature, water, atmosphere, energy, and nutrients. We have so much new technology that if there is life on other planets, we should have found it by now. While we cannot prove biblically that God did not create life elsewhere, too strong implication of Scripture is that He did not.
Okay. Pro.
Okay. So first, they said there isn't any proof that there might be life on other planets, but there is proof. So, and necessarily the life doesn't have to be life like us that's on Earth. I mean, life can be anything. Think of how exotic all the Earth and its creatures are. And I mean, imagine what could be on other planets, on other systems. I mean, different planets sustain different things. Different planets may be able to sustain life that it can be on, not necessarily our life. But that brings up, what are we debating? Are we debating that our life can be on, like life like us, humans, can be on other planets? Or that different species or kinds of life can be on other planets? Because like Malia said, one of Saturn's moons, Enceladus, I don't even know how to say it, may be able to sustain some form of life. They found organic compounds as well as carbon dioxide and salts, which you kind of need for life. And another one of Saturn's moons, Titan, is similar to Earth. It has an atmosphere like Earth, and it has an Earth-like liquid cycle. Instead of water, though, its lakes and atmospheres contain methane and ethane, found in natural gases, which you also kind of need. They also discovered a dust particle matter gathered deep in the Earth's stratosphere. They say it's a biological entity made of carbon dioxide, which is the building blocks of life. Carbon dioxide and oxygen, the building blocks of life. But there was no pollen, grass, or pollution particles found with them, or soil, or volcanic dust. Confirming that it can't be from Earth because, I mean, honestly, who here gets allergies? I mean, pollen, it's everywhere. I mean, and soil, it's everywhere. It's what our Earth is basically made of. How could you get a matter like that without any of that stuff that is everywhere on Earth to just go up in space? I mean, it'd have to go through a lot of filtering. So we have to know that it has to be from a life-sustaining planet, because think about it. It doesn't have any volcanic dust. I mean, most planets you see have a bunch of rocks or volcanoes or things like that covering its surface, making it non-life sustainable. But this doesn't have that. It doesn't have ash or debris or anything. So if it doesn't have any of that, could it maybe be from a planet? I don't know. But most likely, if there is life on other planets, it's going to be microscopic and microbial. I don't know what that word is, but yeah. So really, really tiny. Most likely it's not going to be like us. But like I said, different things. I mean, our point is that scientists keep looking for things like us. They just keep looking for things like humans. But different planets, different things. It's just like if I grew up with my one parents and you grew up with your parents, we're not going to turn out exactly the same. Picture the Earth as the parents. It's going to make different things. Other planets, it's going to make different things. So,
Okay. Con.
I stand up, I don't know what to say. What? I'm gonna need time to waste right now because I know what I say, but I don't know what I say.
Okay. All right. Just do the best you can, or Jack can do it for you.
There are a lot of factors that are needed simultaneously in order to support complex life. the right location in the galaxy, the correct distance from the sun, and they're protected by giant planets, the correct type of star, a large moon, terrestrial planet, and a magnetic field, and an oxygen-rich atmosphere, and that they have liquid water and a number of continents. That's needed in order to support complex life. I get you. No. What?
Okay. Complex life. Again, doesn't have to be life like us to have life on different planets.
Right, but there isn't exactly proof that there is life on the planet.
There isn't proof that there isn't.
Right, but there isn't proof that there is. Yeah, I don't know. Do you want to try?
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of factors required for habitability on other planets. This doesn't even need to be complex life. Water supports life and absorbs heat from the sun. The distance from the home star puts the planets in the correct zone. It is very small. If the Earth was 5% closer to the sun, we would be too hot like Venus. If Earth was 20% farther from the sun, we would be cold like Mars. Earth's crust regulates the planet interior, recycles carbon, mixes chemicals, and shapes continents. Earth's atmosphere is a perfected combination of oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide for life to exist. Earth's large moon ensures that Earth stays at the correct angle on its axis. Our star is a perfect size and is a spectral type G2 dwarf main sequence star. All of those factors need to be in order simultaneously to have life. Yes.
And how do you believe those factors got perfect together?
Because it was created, not happened.
Yes.
Created by what?
Good. Now it's your turn to do your closing arguments. Con.
That was it.
That was it? Okay, never mind. Okay, back to pro for your closing argument.
Okay. So again, they kept saying complex life. Complex life. They're meaning us, humans, complex. Like I said, there could be microscopic life that is not like us on different planets. It does not have to be like us. Yes.
There are still many factors that don't even need complex life.
That is a good point. That is a good point. Okay. But I asked those questions earlier because what is making their entire point? Religion. Their entire point is based solely on being religious. Not right now. Because everything, they think it's all, this is really hard. They think it's because God, and because he did everything perfectly. Well, did he say he didn't do it twice? But there are no hard facts that he didn't. There's no hard facts. If you want to stay religious, there's no hard facts that he didn't. But seeing as how I'm not religious in this debate, I believe that is a sham. So going back to our main point, humans are looking for other humans, which they will not be able to find. Humans need to start looking for different things, like microbial things, which I figured out how to pronounce the word, guys. And microscopic things that might be able to survive with different factors than what humans need. Not everything's the same. And so that's your argument.
Okay.